Hey guys, today you guys are continuing work on writing in standard and expanded form, but this time you are focused on decimals. So I will move the little place value sheet up in my classroom because this will help you, as well as posting this video. So definitely take a look at that. So when we are talking about the standard form of a decimal, it's going to be arranged somehow. I'm just going to put some random spots in here. Something like this. So we have a decimal, we have whole values, and we have decimal values. So when we're talking about writing 2 times 1, the 1 is telling me what place value it is in. So it should be in the 1 spot. I know that my 1 spot is right here, so I'm going to put my 2. And then I have 8 times 0.1, or 1/10. So this goes in the 10th place. And I just do 8 times 1, which I know is 8. And that will give me my answer, which is 2.8. And it's really that simple, you guys. One of the main things, you guys, when you are doing this is really to focus on the fact of taking it slow and being aware of where the place value points are. If you try to rush through it, then you're going to make some silly mistakes. So just take it easy here. So on this problem, I actually don't have any ones placed. So that's actually going to be a 0. And then I have 6 times 1/10. So again, this is the 10th place. It's 1 spot over from the decimal. I do 6 times 1, which is 6. And this one is 9 times 1/100th. It's 2 place values over, so 9 times 1 equals 9, and I make sure to go 2 place values over, and that would give me a 9. And so then this would give me my answer, which is 0.69. Let's do one more of these. So I have 1 times 1, so my place value is in the 1 spot. 1 times 1 equals 1. 9 times 1/10, again, that goes in the 10th. 9 times 1 equals 9. And over here, I have 9 times 100th. So it's going to be 9 times 1, and then 2 spots over, which is 9. And that gives us our answer. So again, it's just making sure you put it in the right place. So 1.99 would be our answer. So when you're solving, writing it into expanded form in this way, please make sure you check out what the numbers look like, because there's some in here that don't even make sense. Is 0.1 or 1/10 written in expanded form going to equal 0? That's not possible. These could possibly be it, but look, this one has a 2 in it. That's not possible. There's no 2 up here. So now I just need to look at where my place value is. This is 1/10. So I'm looking, this is 1/10 and this is 100th. So I know that my only answer choice is this B right here. On this problem, so I have a 7 and a 9, so I'm going to kind of look. I have a 7, I have a 4. There's no 4 up there. This can't be my right answer. I have a 7, I have a 4. Again, there is no 4 in there. I have a 7 and I have a 9. I have a 7 and a 9. So it's one of these two. So I'm looking now. They both have 7 in the 1, so that's good. My 9 is in my 100th spot. So I need to go 2 places over. So I'm going to look on this one. This one looks like it's good. It's in the 100th spot. It's 2 places over. Let's look at this one. Oh, this one is in the 1,000th spot. It's 3 spots over. That's not the one I want. I want the one in the 100th spot. So I'm going to click on that one. These type of problems are all about just taking your time and being aware of what numbers are. So I'm looking for my number in my 10th spot. That is a 5. I'm looking for my number in my 1 spot. That's a 3. There is no number in my 10th spot, so that's going to be a 0. And in my 100th spot, it is a 7. So it's just being aware of what numbers and where they go. If you can see, they're in basically the same order that they are written in decimal places up here. So I think you guys will do really good at this part. So again, I have a 3 in my 1 spot, a 0 in my 10th spot, and an 8 in my 100th spot. So this kind of goes back to the beginning and what we did. But I'm going to do what I did at the beginning, which is go ahead and mark some places down to insert numbers, because that's how I can see this and it can help me to visualize what my answer should be. So I have 5 times 1, that's in the 1 spot. So I'm going to put a 5 in the 1 spot. I have a 5 in the 10th spot. So I'm going to put a 5 in my 10th spot. I have a 3 in my hundredth spot. So I'm going to put a 3, and I have a 5 in my thousandth spot. So if you can see, it makes it so much easier when you actually have those places available and you can just write them down as opposed to trying to remember what spot those numbers go into. So on this one, I have 4 in the 10th spot. So here's my 10th spot. I have a 5 in the 1 spot. I have a 9 in the 10th spot. I have a 4 in the 100th spot. And I have a 9 in the 1,000th spot. So again, it's really just going down that line and figuring out where each of those place values go.